Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Dazzle, and I'm back for another tarot reading, okay? So, before I start, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you can become notified of when I upload and when I go live. And only for YouTube, this is all alleged and all for entertainment purposes, okay? So, take everything with a grain of salt, have fun, do whatever you're going to do. If anything resonates with you while I'm talking about celebrities or anything else, just take it as a learning experience and apply it to your life and just keep it moving. And if it don't, then just enjoy what I said and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho. And if you would like to book a private reading, everything is in the description box. And before I even start this reading, I do want you guys to know that I have been gifted a new tarot deck. This tarot deck right here, right? And it's called the Black Tarot by Victoria Iva. Okay, and it's I believe it's $24.95. Actually they gave it to me in the mail. They pretty much emailed me, and I'm assuming they emailed more than just me, but it's about social media influencers getting that are into spirituality and into tarot. And so basically they wanted us to try these cards, to try this deck. It's a beautiful deck. I looked over it. I had to open it up first. I didn't want it to be a bomb. To see what it was. I don't want to blow up on on tape. But y'all see what I'm saying. But it comes with a tarot guidebook. And this is the tarot deck right here. So here's the back, right? And it's really black. It's really dark. It's like this gothic dark deck, right? And I feel like it's masculine. Okay. I don't know why I feel like that, but I just do. But it's a masculine deck for me, and I kind of like it because I deal with feminine decks as well. So, but because I have this deck, I'm going to use my dark, decks. Like, my love oracle cards, that's all black. And my wisdom of the house of night, this is like dark cards, right? And I am going to use this Dream Keeper's Tarot right here. And the reason I'm going to use that is because I'm going to show you like the art is beautiful. Okay. So the illustrations are really, really awesome to look at. And I like how they put everything. The card quality, before I even start that, I like the stock. It's not too flimsy. It's just enough. I mean, they're not too thick. Because you know how sometimes you have the real glossy, thick cards that you can't really, like, because I like to bend my cards. I'm not going to lie. I mean, some people don't. But I do. But anywho, the card quality, you can bend it, but they're not that flimsy, right? But they're not that thick. So it's a good stock. Um, but as far as the art goes, I like how they put it. Like the Two of Wands looks like that. It's very dark and it's highlighted, a little bit of light. Or like the Chariot looks like this. I'm just flipping through some cards, right? Oh, the Nine of Wands looks like that. But just to show you, just, get a feel. Or like this is the Hangman right here. So I honestly appreciate it. And they don't use like the regular names like pentacles and wands and cups and swords sometimes. So they use the wands. The wands are like regular, but then it's like instead of using pentacles, they use spears, circles, right? Spheres, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And let's see what else they use. I can't find any cups. They still use swords. If I find the cup, I see if it's the regular cup or if it isn't. Yeah, it's the regular cup. So it's just the pentacles that's the sphere instead of that, right? But pretty much they do go in depth with the book though. They kind of teach you how to do like 3-card spreads or what else? Well, they're just teaching you how to do a 3-card spread. So it's a basic spread. So you can learn. And pretty much they, tell you what things are based on their meaning. Right? Now, Me personally, I don't really look at the book because I just do it based on what I know that the card stands for, but also my intuitive interpretation of it. But some people like to go by the book as well and then put their intuitive interpretation of it. So however you want to do it, ain't no shame in nobody's game. If you want to use the book, you can use the book. But I am going to be using these cards for a minute and getting the feel of it and seeing if I resonate with them. And also I'm gonna put the link, or pretty much the where you can buy these at, in the description box, because like I said, it was gifted to me and people wanted me to try them out. So I'm going to try them out. And if anybody out there want me to try out another deck, just let me know. Just hit me up in my email. It's pretty much in the description box. You can get to it. But anywho, that's out the way. All the pleasantries are out the way. We're going to talk about Saucy Santana. Okay, so Saucy Santana has had a very interesting month, and I believe that it's Pride Month, right? So first of all, he is a city girl, a material girl, from Miami, 305. But it was a 504. No, that's 305. Miami 305. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 504 is what? New Orleans? But anyway, back to the point. He's a material girl. He's part of the LGBTQ, and he's been breaking out in his bag. He's friends to JT and Young Miami, aka Carisha. You know what I'm saying? But he's been really getting popular. I think he signed. He finally got a deal. So he's been coming up, right? And the good thing, ooh, look at my bum nail, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. See, this is the problem with being a worker. When you got nails like this and you work with your hands and then you work in the house and da-da-da-da-da, you're bound to break something. So I have to go get my nails done again today. So Saucy Santana may come for me about that, but I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I work. But yeah. Anywho, back to it. So he's been really breaking out. Celebrities been booming. You know what I'm saying? Celebrityism been booming. You know what I'm saying? The material girl, period. That's how he was talk. But yeah, so recently some tweets resurfaced, and I feel like it's because he had a song that came out, and he had sampled some of Beyonce material, and for this new song, and so the Beehive had looked through his, I don't know, social media back in 2014, 2017, when he was in his early 20s. And he started making nasty tweets about Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, calling her nappy-headed. And also took a jab at Beyonce, saying she looked dry when she was pregnant with the twins. He also said something about Cardi B's baby coming out ugly. And what else? And I would tell her she shouldn't have it, but she's too far along. Saying things like that, and then you went on stage and was like, "Oh, gay people are the blueprint, and if it wasn't for gay people or whatever case may be, taking jabs at women." And I'm like, this is a month for him. This is a real month for him. Now, see, people thought that he was gonna be canceled, and people was gonna boo him at his performance in Houston, where Beyonce is from. Honestly, that didn't happen. People actually still gave him a chance and still vibe with him and stuff like that. He never apologized about what he said about Blue Ivy or Beyonce or Culture or Cardi B or what have you. He feels like the fandoms are trying to fake cancel him, and they don't have no power over nobody. And what else? Pretty much, oh, y'all trying to ruin my career and this, that, and the third. But I'm like, okay, Saucy, it's okay to just admit that, look, hey, beef. I mean, but he tried to. He tried to say, well, y'all, he was taking a dig at the fans by saying, oh, y'all broken, depressed, or whatever. And that's what I was back then, making those tweets. And then, when the fans was like, oh, I wonder what he gonna say about Blue Ivy now, because Blue Ivy stepped out with her daddy or whatever like that at the NBA game, and hair was on fleek, and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Looking just like her mommy and her daddy, but she's really growing up. And those chubby cheeks is thinning out a little bit. You know how kids, when they get older, they get into their permanent looks and stuff. Because as a baby, you're chubby. You know, you got chubby hands, the chubby cheeks, and the feet and stuff like that. That'd be so cute. But yeah, um, somebody said, I wonder what he got to say about Blue Ivy now. And basically, he was like, oh, she slayed, beautiful hair, whatever, gorgeous hair, whatever he said, right? But he did not want to apologize to the fans. He said he will apologize to Beyonce, okay? But not to the fans. And he didn't apologize for the comment he made on stage either, right? And people have been dragging him and things like that. I mean, as they should if they felt offended. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But here's what I'm going to say before I do this reading. Here's what I'm going to say. Me personally, let me take spirituality out of it and tell you some real stuff. Me personally, I don't care if you're gay or not. Okay? First of all, I do not care. Why? Because I feel like that's your business. You know, I don't have to take anything for you. I don't have to take the D for you, or I don't have to take the P for you, okay? That's your life, and you do what you are comfortable with doing. If this is your authentic self, let that be your authentic self, and be happy with whatever you're doing, okay? I cannot judge you for that. I cannot, you know, I don't have a hell to put you in. I don't have a heaven to send you to. So this is your life. So make the best out of your life. And if this is what you feel like is your heaven on earth, and you feel like this is your best life, then live it. So I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do have a problem with is when you have to prove something. Why do you have to keep proving something that don't need to be proven? You know, it's Pride Month. How far did everyone come for it to be a Pride Month? That means you guys fought and you won the battle. So what are you proving? I mean, that's just like when people keep calling people the queen of this and the queen of that. If you got to keep calling somebody the queen, they ain't the queen. Because guess what? The queen of England don't have to keep reminding people she the queen of England. You know it. Okay? No matter how much BS you talk about her, guess what? You know that she's the queen. It's just a given. Queen Elizabeth, that's in her name. You know that she's the queen. You don't have to keep saying it. You don't have to fight nobody online over it. You don't have to do none of that. You may talk all mess about her all day, every day, but guess what? You know that she's the queen. What's already understood don't have to be explained. Okay? So, I know you're gay, and I know that you're being LGBTQ, the community fought really hard. Okay? So, there's no point in having to prove anything. You know, and to be honest with you, I feel like don't go where you're not celebrated at. So if you feel like you got to argue somebody down because they don't believe in your lifestyle, you don't need to be around them anyway. You know, whatever. But you don't have to prove anything. And I feel like, you know, I don't know, like him in that comment on stage about being the blueprint, that's not true. You know it's not true. And I feel like that was just him trying to prove something. Like, look how far I made it. And yeah, we out now. It's Pride Month, and we just gonna talk our shit, pop our stuff. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. But we don't gotta prove nothing. If you're really the blueprint, you don't have to say it. But to be honest with you, it took a woman for you to get here to be anything. So you can't really say that you're the blueprint of anything. A woman had to bake you in her stomach for 9 months. So you're not the blueprint. You're a copy. I'm just saying. But that's not and like I said, that's not to down nobody. You are who you are and live your authentic truth. But as far as the negative and derogatory things towards children, I mean, now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now here's the other part, okay? When you don't like people and when you are digging at people, a lot of things that you consider off limits are not off limits no more. So in that regard, I am not going to lie. I have called somebody ugly and they baby ugly before. I've done that. But that was because it was a beef going on. Okay? And the Aries moon in me decided to talk mess. And when I talk mess really out of an evil place sometimes. Because if you're evil towards me, I might as well just meet you where you at. Why not? That's how I felt at that time. So I had to forgive myself for that, learn my lessons, and to be honest, me as an adult getting older, if I could see that person again, I would probably apologize. But I'm not gonna see that person no more. And that person didn't like me then. They ain't like me now. And they ain't gonna like me tomorrow. So I knew I was wrong though. But you see what I'm saying. But Saucy Santana didn't have a reason to do that. What was the reason? You just woke up today just not liking their kids and wanted to talk mess about kids in that regard. And to be honest, when he called Blue Ivy nappy headed, because I'm not finished, when he called Blue Ivy nappy headed, to me, I kind of felt like, okay, I see where this is coming from, because when she was younger, everybody was calling her that. Like, oh, you should do her hair and da 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 da. Right? Why is her hair looking crazy? The whole time, it was a process. She didn't want her baby hair ripped out. So if she wanted her baby hair to only have fruits and berries in it and let it grow naturally, she has every right to. That baby was fed, that baby was well taken care of, that baby was loved. Okay, and it's still going on right now. And guess what? Her hair has grown healthy without too much damage, all types of things. So, I mean, what's the point? But it says more about Saucy than it does about anything else, because honestly, what is your problem with her hair? Does her hair offend you? Why does her 4C hair offend you? Why does her natural curly hair offend you? What's the problem? Oh, you feel like if you had money like Beyonce, her hair would look like she's mixed, or her hair will always be done and pulled and tight, and her edges will be gone, but won't nobody know it, because as you get older, because you got money, you can get little hair plugs or whatever like that on your edges, whatever. I don't know. But this is more about Saucy Santana and his insecurities, because he came from somebody that didn't have no long, flowy white girl hair. Okay, that's just what it is. The fact that he pretty much compared her to a biracial kid says something else too. You practice colorism. And you know what's crazy? That's not the first or the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth time people down in Miami has on TV or on the internet displayed colorism. Okay, so people down in Miami have a problem with skin complexion. Okay? They have a problem with skin complexion. That's just what it is. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Also, when he talked about culture before she was born, you're insinuating that the baby daddy's ugly and Cardi B is ugly and they're gonna have a funny looking kid. Well, it's safe to say that somebody insinuated that your mama was ugly and your daddy was ugly and they was gonna have a funny looking kid, because you do look funny looking too. But see, that's messy. But in the same token, like, what is the jab for towards a kid? And speaking of culture and taking jabs at culture, let's talk about it. Okay? First of all, and if I make this too long, oh well, it's gonna be too long, because I gotta get this out. So it might be a part 1 and part 2. Oh well. But anywho, I find it funny that people kept coming at culture, and I kind of find it funny that the people who talk the most mess about culture and Cardi B, a lot of times are affiliated with Nicki Minaj, or 9 times out of 10 they're gay. It's always some gay male talking about a female and their kid. And, I remember when not too long ago they were making fun of Culture had a little fan page. And it's a lot of celebrity kids with fan pages. And see, to be honest, just because she has a fan page and you don't like her mom, that's not her fault that you decided to be a grown up and go to a kid page and bully this kid in her comment section. And most of them are gay men. Who does that? What do you have to prove? You're a gay man. This is a female, a little girl. What are you doing that? Does it make you feel good? So, Saucy Santana, did it make you feel good to mock a little girl that they ain't do nothing to you. Ain't do nothing to nobody. The only thing she did was be born to a celebrity that you just so happen to don't like. Okay, and you don't even know her. See, that's the crazy part. But anywho, it makes me wonder where people's heads are. And then you're taking digs at somebody because they're pregnant with twins. Are you upset because she's divinely feminine? She's a feminine woman having a feminine experience and doing the one thing that's one of the most sacred things in the world is giving life, creating life, allowing her body to be a vessel to new life. Okay? So I'm like, why are you guys upset at that? Why are you taking jabs at that? Matter of fact, let's be more technical. Don't y'all want to have wombs too? Isn't it transgender procedures going on now to make y'all be able to have a uterus to have babies? So it sounds like you're jealous. And that's not me being against LGBTQ. That's just me for those people who have a problem with a pregnant woman or have a problem with what these kids look like. Okay, so basically your utopian future would be to have a designer body, a designer uterus, and a designer kid. Okay, to copy the blueprint, which is a feminine woman, to bring life and all types of stuff. So it's BS. I don't know, but look, I'm not even being whatever. I'm just that's what it looks like. And to be honest with you, not every LGBTQ person thinks like that. Okay, but it's a special type of ignorance going on in Florida. But it's not only Florida, but with Florida, they're colorists and they're ignorant. A lot of the people that y'all praising from Florida, I think Kodak Black from Florida, right? He's colorist. A lot of y'all people that y'all choose to represent y'all have a problem with colorism. Okay? And I don't know. Saucy's starting to look a little jealous of feminine women. Okay? And there's no reason to be jealous of feminine women. Like you live vicariously through them. If you have to, like I said, if you have to keep saying you're this and you're that, you're not. I mean, that's all I'm saying. But that was a long rant, so let's get into it. That was a 20-something minute rant. Okay, so let's get into this reading. So we're going to ask really quick. Okay, Spirit. Let's ask about Saucy Santana. Okay, what's going on up there? Like, give me some energy surrounding Saucy Santana and these comments he made towards children. Where was this coming from? And Beyonce, and matter of fact, let's be honest. Let's be more technical. What's the energy surrounding the comments that Saucy Santana made towards Blue Ivy, Culture, Cardi B, and Beyonce? And yeah, 1, 2, 3. You have the moon in a reverse. Of course, this is saying that things that were hidden, the things that we don't know about Saucy Santana, because he has become more into the light. He's become the sun, the celebrity, a star. Everything that was hidden with the moon is in a reverse now. See, this moon card is so beautiful. It's in a reverse, so now it's out in the open. You can't hide it no more, okay? They can't lie to you. See, that's the problem with doing certain things and then you get rich and famous. Those things resurface, okay? So, and how you really feel come out. So, those type of feelings that he has, because I kind of feel like he still has them. He can't hide it no more. He can't hide from nobody, and it's a tower moment, right? In the background. So that talks about the fact that he needs to it's about turn down old habits. Okay, so the things that he does online he cannot do anymore. And old ways of thinking, what that tower was built on was a little bit bitterness. But it's time to change, right? The tower isn't just a oh my God moment. It's a, we need to change, we need to rebuild, and we need to make a better foundation for what we want to build. And sometimes you need a tower moment to happen to change. So it was like a wake up call. So it's something different. You have female fans, so you don't just have LGBTQ fans, you have straight fans too. So when you're a celebrity like that, you have to, if you want them, you might have to, understand that. Well, what else? What else is this man for you doing? What's the energy? Wow. Two. Three. You have the Three of Spears in the reverse. Now, the Three of Spears, of course, is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles, usually this person is doing his job, and they're at the top of it, putting in their grand support. This person is looking like he's on a wheel, right? You know those little like a circus act in a way, putting his grand support into his craft and things like that, and has really mastered it, right? This is stability, security, and wealth, going all out for it. And you see somebody in the distance like, yay! And, you see this person from this distance, and they see this person putting his grand support into this work, and they're like almost celebrating him. In the reverse, let me tell you what in the reverse means. In the reverse means you're not putting your grand support into it, or it can be like a third party, or it can be like people that's supposed to be coming together that's not coming together and really working towards something together as a team. In the reverse, also, it means that it's like someone who's not qualified to do certain things. And to be honest, where's your team that needs to be addressing things? It also talks about how you're not qualified to be a speaker. Or to, like, the way he's defending himself, you kind of need to rethink what you're saying, or rethink how you're saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming off insensitive. Not putting your grand support into making it right. All types of things. But really, I kind of feel like somebody's not really qualified, right? So then you have someone, because here's what I would say. What's for you is for you. You're going to be a celebrity. You're going to be a celebrity. It's already written. But it also talks about the not being polished. I would just say that. So it's not really polished, or it's not really somebody who's really built for understanding what it means to be this type of person. Just needing more work, needing to put in more effort into the whole image and everything else like that. Like, if you a celebrity and you really felt like that, you should have deleted all those old tweets, right? Just start from scratch. And, the Eight of Wands is in the reverse in the back, too. So this talks about, like, slow movement, people not coming together. It talks about things like escalating quick. Because just think about it like this. If you say the wrong thing to somebody might really go off at you. And what happened was that he said some things, and people aren't really feeling that way. You got to watch what you say. Because the reaction that you'll get won't be the reaction that you think you should get. What else? And the last but not least, and he might even have imposter syndrome when he doesn't feel like he should be where he's at. So that's why I have to keep proving stuff. I have to say stuff on stage like, we're the blueprint. And it's like, we're living in 2022. There's no reason for you to feel like an imposter, or you to feel like you have to prove anything, because what's already proven has been proven, right? What else? Give me something else about this energy. And I think I'm going to make a part 2. Because I want to get everything out. 1, 2, 3. If it goes off, I'm going to make a part 2. What else about this energy, Spirit? Let's see. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm also getting what this is slow and steady wins the race. Like a slow and stable offer comes in. But it's like a knight and a coin, the Knight of Spears, right? So this is an offer that comes in. So I mean, and it's something for real. But then right here it talks about the Six of Spears in the back. It's in the reverse. It talks about selfish behavior, bad debt, and opportunities being removed. Let me see. The Hermit being in isolation and seeking wisdom, and the Four of Spears in the reverse. I kind of feel like, first of all, I kind of do think that Saucy Santana got a little bit of a problem coming in. I feel like he might lose something that wanted to come in, or wanting to give to him. I feel like because it isolates you, okay? Because if I look at this is somebody who is kind of isolated. I mean, you can get up on your stoop and talk mess because this looks like the stoop, but it's like no one's around. It's like a whole sea of uncertainty. Don't put yourself on the stoop. Don't put yourself on a rock on an island by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you need everybody. And with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse, it talks about either he goes through money quick, and I don't know if he does that or not, but that's what that means in the reverse. It also means that you're being forced to let go of money or let go of certain things. Miss Material Girl, I kind of feel like you have to watch certain stuff, how you say certain stuff, because you will lose business like that. And you like money, so it's yeah, I kind of feel like you're going to lose the opportunity with that. Yeah, because then you got like the Queen of Swords right here. But see, but it's like the Three of Cups in the reverse as well. So I'm just getting these little feelings of that. Okay, here's the thing. So Santana's gay. You already know he's gay. That's the Page of Cups in the reverse, okay? But he's gonna get some bad news about certain stuff if he keep doing this, because it's all about the Three of Cups in the reverse. It's about overindulgent behaviors, doing all those things. Like, you're going up here, you're going up, right? And things are going to go his way. And, you know, he's going to still work and things are going to go in his favor, but I kind of feel like in some way he's missing the opportunity based on how he acts. There's going to be an opportunity that he misses, okay? But in the same token, it's like this Queen of Swords right here, too. So maybe it's wisdom. You know, with wisdom comes age. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a real good time to be out here fighting and stuff. It's about you learning what you like to do, honing your craft, creating the life that you want to create in your heaven on earth. And if that's what you want to do, then do that. But don't fuck it up by overindulgent behaviors. Don't do that. Don't do the most. That's what it's saying. But that's what I got for that. Now, let's talk about this blueprint thing. What made him talk about a blueprint? Like, gay men are the blueprint when it comes to women, you know, to society. What's going on with that? I got enough time for that. I think it's a yeah, he need to rethink that. I'm just saying, he need to rethink that. Gay men are the blueprint when it comes to women. Because, you know, they do our hair, pick out our clothes, do our makeup. But who was doing women makeup before gay men? Well, then again, men were wearing more makeup than women at one point. Okay? That's a defense thing. Okay? Because the Two of Swords is right here, right? That's just flopped out. The Two of Swords is how we communicate and how we think, right? And it's kind of like being on the fence, right? You're neither going here or going there. But also, in the original Two of Swords, this thing is like this, right? So it's like it's blocking. But on this Two of Swords, it kind of feels like this person is not, well, literally on the fence, but he's hanging on one sword more than the other. So he's really like talking this way instead of that way. He's more leaning on something else in a way, right? So it's supposed to be not taking sides, but it's taking a side, right? So he's leaning on that rhetoric of this is who we are. We're LGBTQ. We're here to stay, and da 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 da. But you as a celebrity, you have to see things from both sides, right? Because you have straight women and LGBTQ in your crowds, right? So you have to understand that you have to respect both. These are the people who's listening to you and supporting you, so respect both. And it's a defense thing, okay? It's a defense thing. Let's see what else I get. So what else? The blueprint. Why is he saying that? What was his? What was the energy surrounding him trying to say that? 1, 2, 3. Then it's the Knight of Spears in the reverse. Okay, so that came up too. The Knight of Spears in the reverse. That's someone who's not reliable. Okay, so that's not a reliable source. That's someone who's supposed to come in with something solid and stable, but this person doesn't come in with that. So the information that he's given that's supposed to be solid isn't solid. That's not true. So it's not reliable. The King of Pentacles is supposed to be, I mean, the page of, not page, the Knight of Pentacles is supposed to be a stable knight. That's not, and he's coming from an unstable place when he says that. 1, 2, 3. What else? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, things going bad. Okay, so ups and downs, ups and downs. So if I'm saying that that's an unstable knight, and he's coming in as and then it's like coming in as an unstable pentacle, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is up and down, bad days, good days. I kind of feel like he kind of feel that way based on what he sees. So this looks like an eye, to be honest. So it's based on what he sees. Okay. So he see that, gays are doing hair, doing this, doing that. They look this way, they're innovative, they're creative. And that's what he sees now. So in his eye view, he feels like that, but it's coming from misinformation about the blueprint of anything. Because the black woman is the blueprint. That's where it all came from. A black woman in Africa. Okay, so let's get it. Ooh, all that came out. God was not playing. Spirit is not playing. As soon as I said that, all that came out. A black woman in Africa. But that's the misinformation. But from his view, yes, a black woman in Africa. Okay, you got the Ace of Cups. Yes, that is the exact yes. Okay, so what else? What else? What's the energy of him saying that game is the blueprint? 1, 2, 3. The Hermit in the reverse. He wasn't listening to wisdom. That's not a wise conversation because it's not an accurate conversation. So it's really just coming from your view. Okay, so, and that's an opinion. That's what it feels like to me. It's just an opinion. It's not a fact for him. One last thing about that. This comes out to the King of Swords in the reverse is manipulative and is controlling, and they lie and they don't live in their truth. So he was practicing as the King of Swords in the reverse. Also, he was practicing as the Six of Cups in the reverse. And he's kind of like stuck in his past too. When he talk about that, that's a little bit of bitterness. So somebody hurt you, baby. It's always coming from a little bit of a bitter place, not feeling accepted. Imposter syndrome. Like I said, like you're here, you're on stage, you're here, you made it. Why do you still feel like an imposter? It's Pride Month. People are for you. Shoot, it used to be at one point in time a gay man couldn't do that, and you're doing everything a gay man could not do back in the day, and you're doing it openly and proudly, and this is what you're trying to convey to people. That's an imposter syndrome, and it's kind of bitter. and he's still bitter. He talks about him being bitter and broke. Now he's bitter and rich. Like, I don't get it. 1, 2, 3. The star. He's a star. All his wishes has come true. You know, there's no point. Okay, so let's see. Let's do one card for wisdom, the House of Night. Let's do one card for Mr. Saucy Santana, the material world. Okay, what does Spirit have to tell Saucy Santana with all of this hoopla that he's been doing? Because outside of that, he's really been succeeding. So I don't get why all this is. I don't know. I'm done with talking about it. But let's see. 1, 2, 3. What do you have to say for Saucy Santana? So there's a need to work in your High Priestess of Fire. The 5, right? It's the High Priestess of Fire. Let's talk about fire. Fire is all about creativity, enterprise, but relationships, movement, okay? Passion. It's the need to be in your passion in all areas, right? And if there's a need to tap into that, okay, so it's a feminine passion, right? So then it says, it's the goddess of creativity and passion. I just said that, right? So it says, whenever she arrives, she reminds you of your ability to create your own reality and to choose how you channel your energy. Okay, if you are restless, call upon the High Priestess of Fire for inspiration and joy, and she will release you from the trap of boredom. Fire brings warmth and light, but it also burns when it is allowed to get out of control. Spend your energy creatively, not impulsively, and guard yourself against burning out. Use your fire wisely and let your light shine brightly. As in, like, stop doing this overindulgent shit, okay? Like, stop. Like, okay, we can go back and forth and stuff like that, but get into your creative bag. You're a star. It's your time. You're in that position. There's no point of competing, comparing, talking mess, all that other stuff. Just stop and just do you. So that's what I got for that, y'all. I mean, yeah. Hope y'all liked it. I enjoyed these tarot cards over here. Again, it is the Black Tarot, and I'm going to be using it for a couple of readings. So thank you so much. And I don't even think I even showed y'all this. Like, I like these cards. It's Oracle cards, and it's called the Wisdom of the House of Night. Okay, right here. So I'm gonna have to put the link in the description box for the Black Tarot deck, okay? So, I love y'all for real. Peace.